All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Okay, we have the celebration info here for the Master Roshi celebration. This is the final celebration on JP's side of things that is not synced before the global sync. This celebration does not have a Part 2 LR. It does have a Part 2 banner, which is typically a double rates banner with Peppy Gal characters on it. That I don't think is the hugest deal for global. I feel like that could just be tossed in anywhere, and it's not really a big deal compared to like a new soundable LR or something like that, right? So, all right, let's jump in. Let's take a look at what we got. New Super Combat events, Strong Most Stories, Easy A's. Easy A's. Okay. New challenge event, exciting heroine battle. Fight in a heated battle with the heroines. Which reminds me, because Pan is a stage in here. Hey Dokkan, what if we got a category that's just girls? So that way, I don't know, a character like Pan that has the Battlefield Diva link could be run on a full team with the characters that have the link. Then we get like, you know, Vados and Marguerite on there and stuff like that as well. Just a thought. Just a thought. So we have login bonus, missions. Then we have the Dokkan Fest. We got Roshi and Bunny Bulma. I think both should be fairly effective. I've kind of, like, just seen how people are talking. I feel like people kind of... I don't know if I'm growing more, like... I don't know. Like the older I get, I actually is just, like, scoffing. Like, but like I see people saying like Roshi is going to struggle so much defensively, and it's like, well, yeah, if you're running him as slot 1, right? Like it's not. Okay, physical Rose. I think physical Rose a lot of times probably is going to end up being a little bit better defensively than Roshi. But like physical Rose a lot of times doesn't really struggle defensively. Why? Because we're running him in slot 2 and 3. It's going to be the same thing with Roshi. Roshi, if anything, has true type advantage against the hardest phase in the game, 17 and Golden Frieza. So when we think about it like that, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Roshi's really good, though. Just period, point blank, he's a monster support character. Bam. That is a great type of character to be a leader of a team. The problem with his team is going to be the same problem that Super Bosses has, which is that you don't have slot 1 characters, really. I mean, this is going to be better off than Super Bosses because you have AGL UI, Tech UI. I mean, we can try STR UI as well, but he's just true dodge or die. Whereas, like, AGL UI is a little bit funnier than that. But, yeah. Slot 1 character is going to be an issue for this team. That is kind of like the major concern, right? If the UI Gokus are not, like, perfect in their dodges, it could definitely lead to issues, I'm thinking. But I think Roshi's very good. I think Bunny Bulma seems very good. These are very solid characters, right? Like, it's a huge difference this year. Like, rather than, like, a Turles or Super Trunks, we're getting characters that look like this. Characters who are actually good. So, I will definitely take that. I've been mentioning it several times. I don't, at the moment, think I would change, like, my thoughts of the Dokkan Fest TUR, stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I have not used Roshi yet. Again, as always, I'll say it like every time. The top 4 would be the same. Don't worry about the bottom. This is going to be way different. Top 4 is the same. Same order. I see no reason to change anything there. Number 5, I think, will be Roshi, and number 6, I think, will be Rose. And then the rest of it, I'm just going to worry about once I sit down to actually make it up. Frieza, I sure wish, you know, we get some Terrifying Conquer, like, buffs, but I mean, we're closing in now at this point where Frieza is just one of the shittiest, suckiest asses released ever. I do, now, I'm always fighting, I think to a lot of people, they feel like I'm just, like, fighting, like, an invisible battle against nobody. But, I mean, I don't know, look in the comment section, look anywhere, like, people are like, oh, you're an idiot, blah, 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 listen on 50 things. I remember hating Frieza's kit, his details, and people were so on me of, oh, look how good Frieza actually is. Bro, it's... Anyway, Frieza, I mean, the clock is ticking, dude. I think Frieza could be very good against the Goku and Frieza fight, but we're going to need those Terrifying Conqueror buffs to start rolling in. I really, really, really am not opposed to a Namek Worldwide Download Celebration. GT Worldwide Download Celebration will probably have Baby. That would work as well. We'll see. We'll see. So the banner's going to have those two on it. I'm thinking, who is the returning character? My mind is a little hazy on that. They're not going to return Vegeta, right? I don't think Vegeta's not coming back. I cannot recall. 21 has been on a banner. Frieza's been on a banner as well. I guess it could be Topo. Is Topo gonna be back already? Huh. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Red alert. Bro. I think Kid Goku is gonna Super Easy A. Like, I really do. Every single one of these category banners has been a clue. Now, if we look at the last one, it'll be easier for me to find it on this site. If we take a look at the last one, I just got to get the Tianabata. There it is right there. So, let's go to this. So, here's what it was. So, that's Dokkan Fest 17. Nothing happened with him. But then we had 17 and Golden Frieza. They did Easy A. We go back through every single one of these. It does show a character who either Easy A's or Super Easy A's. Now, I don't think LR Bulma is going to Easy A. So, I do think he's going to Super Easy A. This is a rather recent Easy A. I mean, he's not... For Global, it's February 8th of 2023. This guy, what is he? He's like October 10th? I would think like maybe like October 10th of 2022 is when he got his EZA. October 11th. There you go. That's like, he's not even 2 years old. But, I mean, Path to Power Kid Goku, I mean, he's basically done. He's not at the level anymore where he's safe. So, this Kid Goku being an absolute monster would be huge. Now, I'll tell you all this. I think of Roshi's team. I think of what's needed. I literally don't care about nothing. Just make him defensively able to rock slot 1. Like that these days has become so important. So many bosses specifically can only super in slot 1. Right? The end of the Cell Max fight, the Trunks Supreme Magnificent Battle fight, Beast Gohan Supreme Magnificent Battle fight, Goku and Frieza, all those bosses are supering exclusively in slot 1. So it's like you have to have a character that could sit there and deal with the super attack. You have to. You have to. So, I guess if we're talking about the Goku and Frieza fight, we could bring like Tech Khalifa on the team. But I mean that's 17 in Golden Frieza fight, man. It's like, if Tech UI Goku is, like, in turn 1, we'll be okay. You know, Tech UI Goku is in slot 7, well, Tech Khalifa's instant death waiting for her. So, that dodge-canceling 17 in Golden Frieza phase is real nasty. But, yeah, I do think, so again, I think he is going to Super Easy in the Celebration. And this is exactly what Super Easy A should be, by the way. Like, who cares? Character at Easy A 6 months ago. Who gives a damn? Let's just make a team competitive. Like, that should be the point of what Super Easy A is. For a lot of these Saiyan teams, it's not really going to matter so much. But, like, Super Easy A, when we're, like, talking about, like, a villain team, and we get that Super Easy A for, like, you know, Physical Kid Buu, or, you know, maybe, like, Tech Cell at some point, or Int Goku Black, you know, like, those Super Easy A's are going to hit so hard for villains. A Dragon Ball Saga Super Easy is going to hit pretty hard as well. So I'm definitely very excited for him. Roshi gets his Dokkan event. Very deserved. Very good pick for this time slot as well. It should have been something a little bit less hype, with which Roshi is. So I think Roshi Dokkan Fest right here is good. Awakening Metal Campaign. Same thing as always. Elder Kai banner. Then we get a Dragon Ball story event, the Fortune Teller Baba Saga. So looks like we're gonna go Fortune Teller Baba Saga. Then they're probably gonna do the 22nd World Tournament, then the Demon King Piccolo arc, and then the 23rd World Tournament. So there's still quite a few of these left to go. Funny enough, they still have not done Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball story, which is crazy to think about. I guess I feel like they're probably going to start that with Universe 6 verse 7. So maybe whenever we get, eventually that's going to get, Blue Kaioken Goku. I think that would work well for like Tanabata, maybe Golden Week or something like that. But Blue Kaioken Goku and Hit, eventually that's going to happen. That's probably when they're going to do that. Because with the Dragon Ball stories, they go in order, right? So like right now for the GT one, we're about to go into the end of the Baby Saga climax, which would make sense if we're going to go into Worldwide Download Celebration, if that's it, right? In DBZ, the next Dragon Ball story is going to be the Android Saga, right? We just finished the Frieza Saga. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And then this is where we are in Dragon Ball, regular Dragon Ball. Then we're going to have Daima coming up, too. That's going to be crazy. All right, so here we have the new challenge event. The hot-blooded heroine event, or what is it called? The exciting heroine battle. All right. So I'm gonna guess that this is probably like Legendary Frieza event level, is what I'm gonna assume. Not every event that comes out needs to be Goku and Frieza level, right? To be fair though, I literally have seen like the same people complaining, oh my god, the Legendary Frieza event is so weak. And then, oh my god, Blue Kaioken, Goku Evolution, Blue Vegeta are too hard. Oh my god, Goku and Frieza are too hard. Like, guys, we can't complain about literally everything. I think it's good. Like, the Goku and Frieza fight is fine. I think the Legendary Frieza event is fine. And I think they could drop this as kind of like that medium level difficulty or maybe even lower end difficulty, and I think it'll be okay. They can't just drop every single, like, ridiculous difficulty event. We've had so many super hard fights this year too, so I'm okay if this is a little bit less, but we'll see. At the same time, I say that it would be hilarious if like Bulma is like the hardest fight in the game. I would have no problem with that, so we'll see. Battlefield dropping, sure. Stone Sail, Link Skill Orbs, Keys, new Super Battle Road stage, and then we have Extreme Super Battle Road stage as well. New stage of Infinite Dragon Ball History. Another one coming so soon. Wow, okay. Looks like that's going to come next week. Okay. Probably with an EZA. Maybe Videl. Videl as the EZA makes a ton of sense to me, but we'll see. 3-day special missions. The new support memory boost stage is coming as well. We're going to get the 54th World Tournament. Oh, God. So I would assume, global players, that you guys are probably going to get the 54th World... Or, well... Global's not actually on the 54th, but I mean, it's whatever. Yeah, they skipped a couple years ago. Global's probably going to get their World Tournament with the Topo celebration. Topo, by the way, we had a very early leak. I don't expect Topo until the 9th or the 12th. So I think Topo is very far away, and I think Global's going to get a World Tournament. Actually, if Topo, let's say Topo's the 12th, 16th for JP, 16th for Global. That makes sense, right? I bet Global probably has a World Tournament this weekend as well. I bet you that. I bet you Global and JP will get it at the same time. Yeah, probably. Patan. Okay, cool. This is good for me because I actually did not... It's so funny. Golds are always the hardest thing to get in Patan. I had all the golds within the first 2 days. So 2 days into it, I had everything except for 2. A silver, it was Berter and Jace silver, and then the platinum LR Goku. I actually got the silver Berter and Jace on the last day. I don't have the LR Goku. I'm not too concerned, though. The platinums, this set right here would only be for those, right? So chances to get Goku are going to be pretty good. I'd have to, probably get 4 full power Frieza platinums with no Goku. I've already gotten full power Frieza several times, too, so I'm not worried about that. A bunch of story events returning as well, sure. A lot of Dragon Ball Saga stuff, obviously. Path to Power, all that different stuff. Including this Bulma event right there, the girl event right here. This is where you can grind up the kind of like Peppy Gal Awakening medal. They did say that they're gonna adjust drop rates. Yeah, here it is right here. Number of drops has been adjusted in some stages. I thought that the drop rate was already fairly generous for that medal, so I'm surprised to see that, but whatever. I mean, not a bad thing. These two events, which are always around. These Dokkan events are going to be up every day. I'm going to assume maybe that means they're on the banner. Again, Videl easing to me seems very likely. But obviously we'll wait for official confirmation. Videl could definitely be quite good on Roshi's team. Again, my number one focus is, can we get a character who can defend slot 1 for us? And, I mean, Videl on release, I mean, listen. She was doing that and a lot more. So, Videl could be the missing piece for Roshi's team legitimately. I think so. We'll see. We'll see. Just different Dragon Ball Saga events, Ize areas. I did see that this has new missions. So, maybe this is going to be adjusted in some way. I would not be shocked if like some free-to-play character Ize's from this or something like that, but we'll see. And then that's it right there. There is the actual celebration. So nothing really super mega crazy, but again, this is kind of just like your regular, like kind of like monthly celebration thing we got going on here. Biggest news to come out of this, of course, is Kid Goku. To me, it does look like he's gonna super easy A. So I mean, we get the Kid Goku super easy A, we get the Dokkan Fest Videl easy A, and I mean Roshi's team could be looking pretty good.